I'm back from my vacation. Yippee, yippee. I went to California for vacation, went to Orange County, and I've got some pictures of the trip. Thought I'd share them with you guys. So here we go. This first picture is just. We arrived in LAX because there's technically like an airport in Orange County, but it's like cheaper to arrive in LAX. Just because, LAX is like the place, people go to. So it was cheaper to get into LAX. So we got in LAX, and then my sister actually picked us up because it was like a whole big family trip. So my sister drove me, and I decided to just take some pics outside, out from the car window. Yeah, dude, California, the palm trees, classic view, man, a classic view of California. I mean, it's just a picture, just a picture of the side. This is still a classic view of California. Oh, and then bam! Look, the California just has like such cool trees. You wouldn't really think California and like cool trees because it's like pretty hot and dry over there. But man, does California have the cool trees and lots of roads. The roads, man. So many lanes. So many lanes in these dang roads, man. There's like 6 lanes per road. It's insane. Insane. But yeah, I actually love like the nature of California a lot. Even if the grass is like very like dry and brown, I actually love the trees. The trees just like bring so much life to California. It's really cool. And then bam, first thing you do when you go to California, gotta get In and Out, man. Gotta get In and Out Burger. I love In and Out Burger. I actually had three. I went to In and Out 3 times in 1 week because I was only in California for a week. Man, I mean, just looking at this picture, man, I already miss In and Out Burger, man. This is just making me sad. I miss In and Out, dude. It's just so good. This was only like $12 after tax. $12 after tax for a double cheeseburger, fries, and a Coke. Dude, I miss In and Out, man. The food was so good in California, man. If you've never been to California, there's just a bunch of like strip malls and plazas filled with like just a bunch of different stores. They have just like a huge variety of stores and, food restaurants, of course. Dude, the food is so good in California. And I think they also have like, if you're working in food, like minimum wage is actually like $20, I think, if you're working in the food industry, which is actually really cool. I really like that. But yeah, man, this picture just made me miss In and Out, man. I love In and Out. I love In and Out. But yeah, I'm just taking some pictures. We came in to LAX and we're heading to Orange County. We're actually going to like uh, Costa Mesa, I think it's called. We're going like near South Coast Plaza. Because that's where like my dad got my family some hotels. We got like one hotel in like Costa Mesa, and then like another hotel in like Brea. So first we're going to the Costa Mesa one. Oh, I took this picture because you can kind of see like in the far view, you can see the hills, dude. The hills, man. Where I live right now, it's very flat. It's very, very flat. But I remember living in California and just having the hills in the distance that you always see. It's kind of comforting. Not gonna lie, just feeling like you're surrounded by these hills. It's kind of really comforting, and I miss having the view of the hills in the distance. There's some more pics of the hills and more palm trees, dude. Gotta love those palm trees. Yeah, the hills. I love them, man. I miss the hills. I miss them. Yeah, California's such a vibe, man. It's so cool looking. And the weather was great, man. The weather was great. It was like high 70s Fahrenheit, so like 79 degrees Fahrenheit, somewhere around that. But it's dry heat. Dry heat is the best heat. You do not want a humid heat. Humid heat like can add like basically like 10 degrees to the real feel, I feel like. But California has just like the great dry heat, and when you get closer to the beach and the ocean, you get that nice ocean mist, just like cooling you off. It's just California weather is perfect. And then yeah, this was our first hotel in Costa Mesa. It's like actually right next to the South Coast Plaza. So this was a picture I took from the hotel window. Pretty cool. There's like a art like museum center nearby. I didn't end up visiting it because we only were like in this Costa Mesa hotel for like 1 day. So, but yeah, I think that's like the art center or something. And then yeah, there's just like some cool sights to see walking around. Like I said, California has actually got like a lot of cool nature. You wouldn't think because it's so dry and hot, but man, California nature is so cool. And then yeah, you just walk over this bridge and you get to South Coast Plaza. You can't really make out the sign, but that's South Coast Plaza. That's South Coast Plaza right there. Pretty cool mall. Do I have pics? Yeah. So South Coast Plaza is basically just like a high end like mall. Like you're getting like all your high end fashion places like Gucci. I'm not really into high end fashion, so I really only know Gucci. I can only remember this. This was like I can't remember this store's name. It was like some weird like monster name or something. Oh, Gentle Monster. There we go. Gentle Monster was just like this glasses store. I saw these glasses and they looked kind of cool. It's like a Disney X F1 collab. But yeah, South Coast Plaza is basically just like high end fashion. Not really my kind of thing, but it's fun, just walking around window shopping. I did not do a lot of buying. I did not do a lot of purchasing this trip just because I'm kind of tight on money right now, but it's still fun just window shopping and everything. But yeah, South Coast Plaza, kind of just high end fashion. Um, was this in South Coast Plaza? Dang. Oh yes, they had a Pop Mart store. that had they had like an actual official Pop Mart store in South Coast Plaza. So I took some pictures of that. I thought that was cool. That was freaking cool. I can't remember when. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was the Pop Mart store. Yeah, that was neat. That was cool. Didn't buy anything because, like I said, I'm kind of low on money. But yeah, I've got a Labubu. I'm a fan of blind boxes. Yeah, look at all these things. So cool, man. So cool. Like I said, it's just cool to like window shop, even if you're not buying anything. Oh no, this is Brea Mall. Okay, okay, okay. I remember now. So this is South Coast Plaza, and then bam, you get into Brea Mall. Right? No, no. I'm trying to. Man. No, no, no. This is still South Coast. No. Man, I'm sorry. My memory's terrible. Memory's terrible. This is definitely Brea Mall. So yeah, I think we're in Brea Mall now. No. Oh, my memory sucks. Let me look up my pictures. Let me look up my folder of pictures. Maybe if I see them in chronological order. I could have sworn I took a different picture. Is this really? Is this really South Coast Plaza? Yeah, yeah. So this is South Coast Plaza. Dang. I didn't realize they had this, but yeah, they have a Uniqlo. So yeah, this is the Pop Mart store in South Coast Plaza, and then this is the Uniqlo store in South Coast Plaza. I only remember South Coast Plaza being like high end fashion, so I didn't really remember that they had all these cool things. But yeah, they have a Uniqlo store, and it was pretty cool seeing like a Hunter x Hunter collab shirt. That was pretty cool. And then this was just like a Pokemon. I think they're at their 30th anniversary, right, for Pokemon. So this was just their 30th anniversary Pokemon merch. I just thought it all looked cool. They had like a Naruto collab clothing. But yeah, this is South Coast Plaza. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Still South Coast Plaza. I'm sorry. It's been 2 weeks. My memory's terrible. My memory's terrible. But yeah, just like cool, cool place, cool place. Cool place. I thought it didn't have that many things because it was just high end fashion, but it had some cool stuff. You can kind of see my thumb at the bottom. I'm sorry. But yeah, look at this scenery, man. Look at this scenery. California just has such cool scenery, man. The trees and those like flowers really like it's so cool, man. So cool. And then I went to a lot of good food places, but this is a burrito from Wahoo's. Wahoo's I don't think it has like a subtitle or anything, but yeah, Wahoo's. It's got like great Mexican food, man. Great Mexican food. This might have been like my favorite burrito of like all time. It was like a citrus zest burrito with like spicy beans, citrus zests. I got pork in it. You could choose your choice of protein, and I like it going with pork for burritos. That's my choice. But yeah, this might have been my most favorite burrito ever. Man, just looking at it is making me hungry. I wish I had California's food where I'm at, man. California has such good food. But yeah, I highly recommend Wahoo's for their Mexican food. It's really good. And then this was just like some of the decoration and, like decals in the place. Cool, like surfer vibe, skateboard vibe. That's just classic California skateboard and surf vibes. And then yeah, this was like a monarch habitat near the South Coast Plaza Hotel. Milkweed is toxic to pets. No, no, no. And then here, so this was after when we were leaving towards Brea, because we're only in that Costa Mesa hotel for like 1 day. So we're gonna leave Costa Mesa and go north to Brea to go to our next hotel that we're gonna stay in for the rest of the vacation. But before we did that, we visited this like little mall. It's like an outdoor mall. It's called the Lab. They actually call it an anti-mall because they kind of like structure it to be like an anti-mall, whatever that could mean. But in my experience, it just meant like an outdoor mall, kind of like not structured as you would expect a regular mall to be. Because like that little like RV thing, that's a store. That's a vinyl shop. It wasn't open because we got there a bit early, but yeah, that's an actual store right there. And then they have this cool like CD like hallway. They just have like a lot of cool like not accessories, but like decorations. A lot of cool decorations. The trash cans, bejeweled and bedazzled. They have this cool like water area coming out of these barrels. The free speech, fair play. Yeah, but there's just this cool like barrel scene and setting with water coming out. Here's the CDs again. And then yeah, they have just a bunch of like random shops. Like they have a parchment store. They have like a bunch of clothing and shoe places. They have like an ice cream and bakery. Just like, like a regular mall, but like, decorated and designed to be like playful and stuff. Like this RV, like I said, it's a store. It's a parchment store. And I bought this little guy. I only bought one thing during my California trip because, like I said, I'm tight on money. But I bought this guy. I felt like I just had to buy something out to the Lab. It just was such a cool place. And I love the color green. If you didn't know, I love the color green. So I was like, let me buy this dude. Oh my goodness. Look at him. Look at this dude. I love him. I love him. But yeah, such a cool place. It would be like so cool just like being here like during your break or lunch and just like chilling. Yeah, dude, California is so cool, man. It's so cool. I already miss it. I already miss it, man. I miss California. One thing I do not miss though is the traffic. The traffic, man. California, there's so many cars on the road, even with their 6 lanes. There's just so much traffic, man. So much traffic. The public transportation is not like that good, if I'm being honest. So yeah, the traffic is insane. Oh, there's a lizard on that rock. That's why I took this picture. If you can see on that like big old rock in the middle, there's like a lizard right there. But yeah, just look at this like design for this anti-mall. So cool. The like the pictures, the like clay jars these plants are in, they're like pretty big, man. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I would highly recommend the Lab if you're like near South Coast Plaza. Like I said, I think it's like near Costa Mesa, like right down south of Anaheim. Yeah, I would highly recommend the Lab. Just got like some cool stores and just like cool decorations and stuff. But yeah, before we headed up to Brea, we went down to Newport Beach and Dana Point. I don't have anything against beaches. I don't really think I'm a beach guy though. I don't have like anything really against them, but I'm just not like a beach guy. So we didn't go like swimming or anything. We're just visiting to see the sights. I went to the Crab Cooker restaurant. So here's like some pics of the Crab Cooker. The Crab Cooker. Eat lots of fish. I had the crab cakes here. Honestly, they were just average. California has great food, and I'm pretty sure if I had gotten something different, I would have liked it a bit more. But the crab cakes at the crab cooker are just average. I've had better crab cakes, but I think if I had like the smoked salmon, I would have liked that more. But yeah, the crab cakes were just okay. And then here's Dana Point Harbor. Dude, Dana Point's pretty cool. They've got like these huge just like cliffs, I guess, even though it's like a hill, not really like a mountain. And look at these trees, man. Look at these trees. This tree's crazy, man. It's going crazy. They're doing some like renovations down at Dana Point Harbor, though. It's like everything that I used to know that was, over at Dana Point is like basically being renovated or just gone. And they're just changing Dana Point. Maybe like once they're done with the changes, it'll be cool, but I kind of miss the old Dana Point. But yeah, it's so cool, man. It's so cool. And then, like I said, Dana Point Harbor. It's a harbor, so there's just a bunch of boats. Bunch of boats. My grandpa had a boat at this harbor once. I think he like sold it, like maybe like several years ago. Yeah, we used to visit my grandpa's boat on the harbor at Dana Point. Pretty cool place. The water, do not. You can't really see from these pics, but the water is not. You do not really want to go swimming in it, which is gonna be funny because one of these pics coming up, you're gonna actually see people swimming because there's like an actual like beach next to Dana Point. Yeah, dude, just look at the nature. Look how cool it is, man. California is such a vibe. They make do with like out any grass, man. They make do. Their nature is just so cool. The water looks good from this picture. Oh, the water looks so bad, man. Look at that. Look at that water down there. It looks so bad. Holy. Oh, I guess I didn't really take pictures of the people swimming. But yeah, people were like swimming. There's like a beach area. But maybe the beach area has better quality water. But yeah, here's like the point. It's a pretty cool place. It was like high tide, so you can't really walk down there. But it was still cool. Still cool. Yeah. But Dana Point, they're just like renovating it. So like all the places that I used to know in Dana Point, they're just like being constructed and stuff. It's fine. Ooh, it's fine. It's fine. And then yeah, we're now in Brea. This is like Brea, right next to the Brea Mall and right next to my hotel. This was the hotel I was staying in for the majority of the vacation. And yeah, I was like right within walking distance of the Brea Mall. So very nice. Very nice. But yeah, look how many lanes there are. You can't really tell, but I'm telling you, man, most of these roads had like 6 lanes. These roads are huge in California. But yeah, this is our walk towards the Brea Mall. That's like the entrance you can kind of see. And the Brea Mall, man, I liked the Brea Mall a lot more than South Coast Plaza. Because like I said, South Coast Plaza is mainly high-end fashion, like Gucci and stuff. It had like a Pop Mart store, which was cool, and had Uniqlo. But it was mostly just high-end fashion, which really isn't my kind of vibe. But Brea Mall had like so much cool like anime merch and just like collectibles and figurines and stuff. Cause like look at this, dude. Look at this. That huge Hello Kitty. You see that huge Coraline doll, dude. Look at this. This is my vibe, man. This is my kind of vibe. Dude, look at this. Look at the merch. Gundams, Dragon Ball Z figurines. This is my kind of vibe. One Piece, Naruto, holy. This store, I don't think I took a picture of it. Yeah, but this store actually had a like a Naruto arcade cabinet. I forget what it was called, but it was just like this like little Naruto arcade game. It was like pretty simple, and it gave you like these actual like collectible like tokens and stuff, which was kind of cool. I don't think I took a picture of it, but yeah, dude, this is my kind of vibe. And dude, look at the Kirby merch, dude. If like I said, I was tight on money, so I didn't buy a lot of stuff. But if I had some more money, I definitely would have bought Kirby merch, man. I definitely would have bought Kirby stuff. Probably like a Waddle Dee. Or I forget the name of the Waddle Doo. Is that the one with just the giant eye? I forget that guy's name. But yeah, I definitely would have bought some Kirby merch if I had a bit more money. And then yeah, they had like some good Pokemon plushes too. And then look at all these freaking gotcha machines, man. Dude, the people love their gotcha machines. I'll be honest, I'm not a big. I like blind boxes, but I'm not actually like a big gotcha machine fan. But you know, they're still cool. They're still cool. I'd rather just do a blind box though. I'd rather do a blind box though. Also, if we go back to this store, oh, there. I didn't take a picture of it, but in between these stores, there was another store we visited, which had just like some cool toys and stuff. But they were playing on the radio. They were playing a song, and I was like, wait a minute. What are they playing? They were playing a Captain Sparkle's Minecraft parody song. In like this random store, they were playing like the parody song of like the DJ's got us falling in love again, but you know it's like a Minecraft parody song. I was like, wait a second, is this the Captain Sparkles parody song? I was like, it really like made me have to take like double takes and stuff. I was like, what the heck? It was wild, man. It was wild. But yeah, dude, look at this. Look at this merch. This is like way more my kind of vibe. Look at this merch. Calcifer from Howl's Moving Castle. Foy Cocos. Slowpoke. Dude, this is my kind of vibe. Holy, look at all this cool stuff. And then we went to the Brea Mall like a couple times, but that was our first trip to Brea Mall. And then I found this cool like Katsu place. It's called like Katsu Bar. It was like honestly like right next to Brea Mall, because like I said, there's just a bunch of like strip malls and plazas like right next to each other, like everywhere in California. So we went to Katsu Bar, and man, the food was so good. I got a katsu sandwich. There's actually like three of them, but I was like so hungry I ate two of the sandwiches before I thought to take a picture. It had like this like berry sauce. Katsu sauces are like pineapple based, so this was like it added like berries like to the mix. So it was like so good, man. I'm like, and it had like that milk bread too, dude. I miss it. I miss it. I miss the food from California, man. That's one of the things I love about California. The weather's great and the food is so good, man. I miss it. I miss it. But yeah, Katsu Bar. If you had to ask me the food places I would recommend, In and Out, obviously. Wahoo's for the great Mexican food and burritos. And then Katsu Bar for the great katsu like sandwiches. They had like a lot of different things on their menu too, but I just love their katsu sandwiches. So yeah, those are the three places I would recommend. And then I got some taiyaki. I forget the name of the place, but there's like a taiyaki place nearby. If you don't know, taiyaki is it's like a pastry filled with like a sweet filling. This one was red bean filling. You know, the classic. I love me some good taiyaki. It was good. I liked it. And then they also have like ice cream taiyaki too, but I just went with the standard taiyaki. And then I'm trying to remember everything. This is LA. We went to LA. I'm trying to think if anything important happened in between, but not really. Just like hanged out with family. So yeah, we went to LA just for like one day. I'm not a big LA guy just because, like I said, there's just so much traffic and the the air quality is you can definitely smell the smoke and smog. It's just a very smoky, smoggy kind of smell in the air when you're in LA. But honestly, there's some cool stuff in LA. I took a picture of this like cool koi drawing on the ground with like a cigarette butt on top of it because I thought that was like actually like so emblematic of LA. Like you got the cool koi art that like signifies like the cool scene in LA, and then you have the freaking cigarette butt that like shows like, you know, the smoky side of it. Yeah, but we just like walked around LA. I forget what this place was called. Like this area of LA. It was like Silver something. Silver Lake maybe? But yeah, we were like returning a rent a car basically. So we went to LA to return a rent a car, and then we just walked around. So I took some cool pictures. This was cool, just like a random babam, a bejeweled babam on the side of a wall. I thought this was just like a nice framed picture. We didn't go like inside that place. I don't even know what that place is, but I thought it was like a nicely framed shot. But yeah, just look at the, like I said, I've been repeating myself, but man, the nature, they do so much. The nature looks so cool, even though they like have no grass. It just still looks so cool. The trees do so much work there, man. The trees are so cool. Palm trees, man. I'm telling you, man. Palm trees are so cool, and they have like just so many like different types of trees too, which is so cool. Yeah, we just like walked around, took some pictures. I mean, look at this shot, man. Look at this scene. It's so cool. And then like I don't know like if this was like sponsored or anything, but this like graffiti wall was just sick. I really liked the art. Like look at this graffiti, man. This was probably like sponsored cuz I think it says like welcome to like LA or something. Yeah, this was probably like someone paid someone to do this, but yeah, cool art. That's probably just like regular graffiti, right? I'm not really like too into the graffiti scene, so I don't really know, but yeah, it was cool looking, cool looking. Yeah, but dude, those trees, man, those trees are sick. Yeah, we just kind of walked through LA. We're gonna head to Little Tokyo, but right now we're just still walking through LA. I was like hanging out with my family. My siblings really like some fashion places, so we end up going to like this one fashion place. Yeah, look at this picture, man. I really liked taking pictures. If you can't tell, I've taken like 100 pictures for this trip. Yeah, look at this. Look at this picture. I like this one a lot. Just getting like some cool sights and everything. And then yeah, we went to like this clothing store, Big Bud Press. Uh, get ready, cause bam, whoa. Yeah, apparently this store was like all in on like vibrant colors. Like they had like just a bunch of like vibrantly colored like clothing. Like you could get like bright green like pants and like shirts and stuff. And like the like the entire store was designed to look like vibrant colors. Pretty cool place. But yeah, we just walked through LA. Like I said, I think this is like Silver Lake area. And then Ace jump scare. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So we're walking through Silver Lake and then we're like done with this area. So we decided to go to Little Tokyo. We decided to go to Little Tokyo and yeah, Little Tokyo, man. Little Tokyo. Kind of more my vibe. I mean I liked Little Tokyo, but it just it can't really compare with actual Tokyo because I've been to Tokyo. In 2019, I took a 2 week vacation with my brother to like actual Tokyo, and man, actual Tokyo is so cool. So yeah, Little Tokyo, it's a good place, but it just made me like want to go to like actual Tokyo. But yeah, look at Ace, look at freaking Ace. He's got a value of $20,000. What the heck, Ace? I thought your bounty was higher. But yeah, pretty cool. You know they've got all that anime stuff and collectibles in Little Tokyo. I thought this little like Pokemon stall was pretty cool. My brother actually bought some cool like vinyl toys. I forget the actual name for it, but like handmade vinyl toys. There's like a just a merchant stall out on the place. Um Yeah, little Akihabara, man. Like I said, it's nice. It's a cool place, but it just made me want to go to like actual Tokyo. But yeah, little Akihabara, they they got their stuff, man. They've got their Gundams. They've got some stuff, man. I got kind of scared because we went into this one store and I was taking pictures, and then the clerk told me you can't take pictures. I apparently missed the sign on the walls, so I got a bit scared. So I didn't take pictures of everything in the little Akihabara, but yeah, dude, they got their stuff, man. Like I said, little Akihabara, it's cool. It's cool. It's got cool things. It's legit, but it just made me want to go to actual Tokyo. And then we went to this place. It was good. I got just like a bento of like katsu, chicken teriyaki, and some stuff. It was good. I liked it. I didn't take a picture of it, but oh, we went to the Square Enix Cafe. I didn't take a picture of it, but we had this like pastry. I forget what it was called, but it was like this really good pastry. Just like very simple. It had like a filling, but it wasn't like overfilled. It was like a very light, fluffy filling. I forget what it was called, but it was a really good pastry. Really good pastry. But yeah, they have like an actual Square Enix cafe and shop. We didn't go into the Square Enix cafe because we were kind of just like doing this like without any plan or anything. But yeah, they got an actual Square Enix cafe, which is cool. I think like you need a reservation, although maybe depending on the time you don't need a reservation. But yeah, they also just got like a shop that you can just walk through of like Square Enix stuff. Yeah, this was a really cool place too. Really cool place. And then we went to this Kinokuniya. I forget what the bookstore is called, but I think it's called that. I could probably just look it up. But yeah, the bookstore was huge, man. The bookstore was huge. Yeah, Kinokuniya bookstore. It had a huge manga section. It was like there's so many people there. I couldn't like really take pictures because it was like super crowded, man. Huge manga section and just it's just like a actual bookstore. So it's not just manga. It had like actual like regular books and magazines and stuff. But the Kinokuniya was in Little Tokyo was huge, man. And they had this like a JoJo's like art exhibit because Steel Ball Run. Like the anime's coming out right soon. I can't. I don't really follow JoJo's too closely, but yeah, they had this cool little art exhibit for JoJo's, so I took some pictures of it. Yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, the Kinokuniya was so huge, man. I would have explored the manga section a bit longer, but it was just crowded, man. You were almost like shoulder to shoulder in that place. It was crowded, but yeah, the Kinokuniya was really cool. And then yeah, we this is me. I'm not in any of these photos, but I took this photo because we were leaving Little Tokyo, and I thought this was like a little cool picture. But yeah, I'd recommend Little Tokyo. It's nice having that just accessible if you're in California. I recommend Little Tokyo. And then this was just like a cool tree around Brea Mall. Like I said, man, look at this, man. Look at the trees. The trees are so cool in California. So cool. And then this is the last picture. It's just a Brea Mall. And I thought I'd take a cool cinematic picture. But yeah, that's kind of it. We kind of just did some window shopping, mainly because I didn't have that much money. My siblings bought some stuff. Siblings bought a lot of like clothing and stuff. But yeah, we went to South Coast Plaza, Newport Beach, Dana Point, the Lab. We went to Brea Mall. We went to Little Tokyo, and then that LA section that I forget the name of. And I had a lot of good food. And that is my California trip. Because it just cycles back to LAX. LAX was pretty easy, not gonna lie, to navigate. The airports weren't too bad. They were actually just like super easy to navigate. I was like kind of stressing it. In fact, because the last time I flew was like 2 years ago. And so I actually learned you don't even need to take your shoes off anymore when going through TSA. You don't even need to take your shoes off, man. They've got the technology. They've got the technology to keep your shoes on. So yeah, the airport was very nice. The flight wasn't too bad. It was like 4 to 5 hour flight. Not too bad. Just watched like some movies. But yeah, that was a fun trip. California trip. Man, I miss the food. Let's go to that In-N-Out. Oh my goodness, I miss the food. Yeah, if you're thinking about going to California, my recommendation is it's got great food. It's got great weather. It's got cool sights. Really, the only downside is the traffic. And it's not very walkable. But man, California is so cool. And like I said, if you're going to like Orange County, I would highly recommend for food Wahoo's, Katsu Bar, and of course In-N-Out. But yeah, that was my California trip. We didn't go to like Knott's Berry Farm or Disneyland. We were kind of saving money. And, we were just hanging out as a family, window shopping mostly. But yeah, that was my California trip. Nice. I hope you guys enjoyed the pictures. I took like 100 of them. I kind of like taking pictures. I kind of like being like a photographer and like trying to line up a good cinematic shot. Man, I really wanted an In-N-Out burger again. Okay, we're gonna have to say goodbye. Goodbye, California. Goodbye. Bye bye. Okay. No. No. In-N-Out Burger. Okay. Well, that's the picture presentation. Hope you guys enjoyed that.